Hi, I'm Stephen Hand and I'm running for Mayor of Onkaparinga. Today I want to talk about bullying. You're going to say, what's this got to do with council? I was contacted today about bullying. Not me bullying anyone, but about being bullied. So I thought, well, guess what? I'll do a video on it and let's talk about this. Now, there's many types of bullying. There's bullying at school where kids punch you, and that certainly happened to me at school. As never one person, it's always about 5 kids punching you. But it also happens later on in life, at work, and it certainly happened to me in the workplace. So let's just discuss some of those occasions. Now, I was a young director in the Department of Health, and I had an office, and I had a very good team. My staff were extremely smart and very talented and hardworking individuals. And that was the key to success. I'm going to say that. Have really smart people working for you and have them really talented and motivate them, and amazing things happen and makes you look really good. In the office alongside of me was another lady. Her staff were miserable and she always had them in tears, crying. She was not a nice person. Anyway, one day she walks into my office and sat down, unannounced, and said, "Stephen, do you know why the boss likes you?" And I didn't know where this was coming from, right? I'm like, I didn't say anything. And she goes, "It's because he's gay and he thinks you're a pretty boy." Now, I don't know if I'm Brad Pitt, and I certainly don't think I look like Brad Pitt. But she said, that's why he likes you, because, you're gay. Now, if these roles were reversed and I walked into her office and I said, well, the boss likes you because he wants to sleep with you, that would be harassment and I would be fired. But because the roles are reversed, it's okay to say that to a guy that the boss thinks you're a bit of all right and he's gay and he wants to have a go at you. Now, my boss wasn't gay, and I certainly am not gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. And the whole fact that someone comes in and says that, it says more about them than you. Now, I said to her, when you work as hard as I do, and you work as many hours as I do, and you put as much on the table as I do, get as many runs on the board as I do, then you can come back and talk to me. But get out of my office and don't come back. And she didn't. Now, about 2 months later, she was kicked out of the department for a whole bunch of corrupt things that she did, and was never seen again. Now, I'm going to say one reason why people bully people is because they lack confidence, and maybe they're not as smart, and maybe they feel threatened. Now, that lady wasn't very smart, and she was clearly out of her depth, and she was threatened. All her contracts were not signed off by legal people, and basically they were not approved by the branch head. So basically when it all came out, she was shown the door because everything she was doing was not in accordance with how it was meant to be done. And she was shown the door. And it's very rare for someone to be sacked in the public service, believe you me. Anyway, she would have her staff in tears, crying, because it was a sign of how she asserts power. It's not through, showing people how to do things and helping people and encouraging people and building people up. It was through tearing them down to create a status for herself. So it's not about the people she was tearing down, it's more about the person itself doing the bullying. Now, if bullying occurs in the council, it should be reported and it should be dealt with. I don't care if that's at council level, members or what. If it's people working in the Onkaparinga Council, it's not accepted, but it has a negative impact on staff and should never be tolerated. Look, I'm running for Mayor of Onkaparinga, very aware of bullying that occurs. It's not on. There's different ways to handle it. You can go to mediation. There's all different ways of handling things. And I've seen plenty of bullying in the public service, at school. So that's my life experience with bullying. And for me, I was like, I don't know, I was pretty, and I've been bullied by a big boss as well at the Department of Health. I think it was just to kind of assert herself. But we got on perfectly fine after that. So after that, I said, look, when you can do what I can do, You can come and talk to me. And she was taken back by that. And she never, she gave me the highest grades every time my performance evaluations were up and never challenged me ever again. So anyway, I'm Stephen Han. I'm running for mayor of Onkaparinga. And bullying occurs, and it's generally because people feel threatened. And it's not acceptable, and it should be dealt with. That's all I'm here to say, and I've had experience with it. And it's very unfortunate, and it crushes lots of people in their lives, their confidence, and their whole well-being. Anyway, I'm hoping it doesn't occur to you. But anyway, I'm running for mayor, and I'd appreciate your vote. Thanks for watching.